We got Mike Mitchell's season-ending power rankings for you, my friends. So the 2023 XFL regular season is over. 4 of the league's teams finished their 2023 campaign this past weekend. Of course, we know the Arlington Renegades, Houston Roughnecks, Seattle Sea Dragons, DC Defenders matchup. So here we go with the power rankings. Number 1, of course, DC Defenders, 9-1, home field playoffs. Though they have had some close games, I'm concerned about them in the playoffs against Seattle. Hopefully Ben DiNucci, Interceptionucci shows up for the DC Defenders, but they are number 1, of course, no doubt about that. Number 2, he's got Seattle Sea Dragons at 7-3, going on to face DC Defenders in the championship game to the North Champ, and they're big over the Vegas Vipers. 9, they earned their spot in the postseason the hard way. Remember, they started off slow, started picking up pace towards the end of the season, and they could be the team to beat. They could be the team to beat with the tumultuous week. Of course, the death of veteran defensive end Smith kind of put a dark cloud, but kind of galvanized the team. Again, thoughts and prayers with family and friends and teammates. It was a rough week, and they put it together. They had a big game, and they're ripped and ready to go. Probably the hottest team in the XFL, even though the DC Defenders. Number 3, St. Louis Battlehawks. They had the tremendous season. Watch them score 53 points, the most ever by any team in XFL history. St. Louis went down swinging. Great leadership from Anthony Beck. Of course, A.J. McCarron feels like he could be the MVP of the XFL. Threw for 420 yards and 6 touchdowns, setting an all-time mark in XFL history, also with 24 passing for the season. It's a shame they didn't make the playoffs. An emotional Anthony Beck really had it in their team, but A.J. McCarron says can't wait to play next year. Just kind of throwing that out there. So I guess he will be back, which is awesome for the league, and we'll see what they do with him during the offseason. Houston Roughnecks at number 4 at 7-3. Roughnecks, they kind of had an easier schedule because of their division in the South Division. We'll see how. I think the champion will be the North, but the Houston Roughnecks are at number 4. Of course, Arlington Renegades have to be number 5. They made the playoffs barely. They lost in their home finale, 25-9. Maybe at some miracle. I mean, hey, Orlando beat DC Defenders. Maybe Arlington, Houston, they're number 5. Then going down the line, San Antonio Brahmas, 3-7, had a chance if they hit that field goal. Parker Romo could have hit that field goal. They would have been 4-6 and probably would have made the playoffs. They were so close to making the playoffs, but not quite. 3-7 are their record. They finished, but they definitely have some things to build upon for next season. Vegas Vipers, 2-8. Rod Woodson's got some work cut out from the offseason. You learn, you move on. They had that loss, Purdue, that Matthew Sexton fumble across the goal line. That was kind of a microcosm of their season. And, of course, the Orlando Guardians at 1-9. Can you believe the Guardians' only win of the season came against the DC Defenders? That's just crazy. They played competitive games, but at the week 10, when the Battlehawks blew the doors off their Orlando, then that was it. Terrell Buckley, though, I'm excited about all these guys in the XFL and these coaches. I hope they all come back. But it was a great season, and there's your final rankings for the 2023 XFL.